Forget the conventional narratives of World War II. The true testaments to human courage are found in the forgotten stories of the soldiers who earned the highest honor. Australia contributed nearly 1 million personnel who fought with legendary courage in both the deserts and the Pacific jungles. Yet, the astonishing valor of their Victoria Cross recipients rarely enters the mainstream narrative. This is the story of 5 Australian Victoria Cross recipients, whose audacious courage defined their nation's commitment to the global fight. Let's dig in with the first Australian VC of the war, a man named Lance Corporal John Hurst Edmondson. Lance Corporal Edmondson earned his VC in one of the first major actions involving Australian troops, during the Siege of Tobruk in April 1941, when a fierce German counterattack overwhelmed his post. His officer was wounded and captured. Edmondson, ignoring heavy fire, single-handedly charged the enemy position with only his bayonet and pistol. He rescued his officer and drove the German patrol back, but sustained fatal wounds in the process. His ferocious, selfless attack set the standard for Australian valor early in the war. Moving from the desert to the jungle, we have Private Tom Derrick. Private Derrick was awarded the VC for extraordinary bravery during the ferocious Battle of Saddleburg in New Guinea in November 1943. After his company was halted by continuous machine gun fire, Derrick launched 3 separate, one-man assaults on the enemy positions. Using grenades and rifle fire, he destroyed all 3 posts, clearing the way for the entire company to capture the main fortress. His action was a brilliant display of initiative that saved countless Australian lives in brutal tropical warfare. Then came a legendary commander in Malaya. Lieutenant Colonel Charles Wright Anderson was the only Australian commanding officer to receive the VC during World War II. In January 1942, during the disastrous Malayan campaign, his battalion was surrounded by overwhelming Japanese forces near the Muir River. For 3 days, Anderson led by example, personally organizing attacks, rallying his troops, and repeatedly exposing himself to enemy fire to keep the defense from collapsing. His inspirational leadership saved hundreds of men from annihilation and allowed vital remnants of the force to withdraw. Next, a hero who fought to the last on Borneo. Private John Bernard Mackey was a young rifleman who fought in the Battle of Tarakan, Borneo, in May 1945, when his platoon was pinned down by 2 Japanese heavy machine guns on a steep ridge. Mackey volunteered to act. Charging the position alone, he silenced the first gun with a grenade and bayonet, before immediately turning and neutralizing the second. He was tragically killed by an enemy sniper just moments after securing the position, but his solitary action allowed the main Allied objective to be taken. Finally, an ultimate act of self-sacrifice in the skies. Squadron leader Hughie Edwards was awarded the VC for leading a daring low-level bombing raid on the heavily defended port of Bremen, Germany, in July 1941. Despite his squadron facing intense anti-aircraft fire and suffering heavy losses, Edwards pressed on with the attack, flying low through the smoke and destruction to ensure their targets were hit. His leadership and successful mission provided a critical morale boost for the Allies early in the European war. These 5 men, Edmondson, Derrick, Anderson, Mackey, and Edwards, represent just a fraction of the bravery demonstrated by Australian forces in World War II. Their Victoria Crosses serve as tangible proof that courage knows no national boundary, and their stories are a powerful reminder that the history of a global war is truly the sum of countless individual and often unsung acts of heroism. Thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe for more Forgotten Heroes of War.